stands alone in a desert he calls home. Walks down.
Good morning, America. We're back. I'm not going to do the Back in Black thing twice, but it crossed my mind. Today we've got a pretty stellar show. We finally got some guests in the studio, and we're going to be doing the contest that we always do.
Just so you know, this is Tom Dilts Jr. and JC Blake.
Senior? The third? I don't know. We're going to put a title after it, though. I'm going to call him Esquire.
Okay, Constable. Randy, those are your clues there.
Okay, alright. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our video giveaway.
But I'm going to give you first just a completely blind guess.
Well,
I'm going to lead you down the right avenue, though. It is a comedic actor. And just randomly out of the hat, what do you guys got? Anything?
Seth Rogen?
Nope.
Jim Carrey?
Nope. Okay, let's start with the
questions.
The clues.
All right. Clue number 1. Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
We can blurt out the answer at any time.
If you know it.
If you know it.
If you know who this person is.
Will Ferrell comes to mind, but I don't think that's it.
All right. Keep going.
Keep going.
All right. This actor was the original Captain Carl on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I know the answer to this
Original
now. He's
Captain
dead.
Carl.
He's dead. That's another clue for my opponent.
He's dead.
I know his name.
I unfortunately watched Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yep,
As a little one.
This was like the original Pee-wee's Playhouse. He did like an HBO special back in the 80s.
I always struggle remembering his name.
Along with this actor's long list of voiceover roles, he landed a primetime role on News Radio, television show News Radio.
Dave Foley in it.
Dave Foley, Kids in the Hall of Fame.
You guys watch too many movies or something.
We do watch a lot.
Until I discovered vagina, I did.
What was that you said, Tom?
He was on the SNL cast as well. I got his face. It's all there. I just can't think of his name.
Well,
How many we got there? One?
yeah, we got one more clue. This clue's pretty big, so.
I still won't get it, probably.
All right. This actor was murdered in 1998 at the age of 49 by his own wife.
I know, I just can't think of his name.
Huge
It's right
in
there.
the news. It was like this and OJ. It covered. I mean, it was pretty much all for the wife murders, just left and right.
We could sit here for 5 minutes while I try to remember his name. That's a bad idea.
We
Jay,
lose on
he's
this one, I
thinking of
think.
Jay.
Sorry.
I mean,
Those are the
All right, well,
ones I had.
God.
it was
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
As soon as I was there, I'm like, oh.
Saturday Night Live.
The great Phil Hartman. He was murdered by his wife.
I thought somebody would get
Oh,
it.
man.
Tom,
I
maybe
should
that'd
have
be kill
got that.
you.
I feel so bad for not
And
knowing
it
Phil
sucks
Hartman.
because you did not win Celtic Pride.
Oh.
Greetings, Raymond. I thought I might let you in on a little secret. I'm going
Is there porn in
to
the picture?
disassemble you,
I can't tell. It sounds
You'd probably see it off of his reflection for something if you could.
destroy your psyche, and physically end you with my strong body.
You can definitely see the person that's videotaping in the skull.
Wow. Oh, wow, he's high tech.
I put this together in your honor.
Most people have a flash drive now, asshole.
Let's see how well you
Where do you
remember
go with your Viewmaster?
moments, Randy.
That's what I'm going to call him. Whoa, whoa.
You don't remember that?
What was I fighting naked in an underground fight club?
Oh, fighting, if that's what you want to call it. Now that's not.
I remember this day. We were just sitting there, we were having a few drinks. You know, we were all like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, well,
That's what you were doing that night.
that was Vietnam.
Did you see this?
That was Vietnam. So
That's definitely not a kid's show in the background.
and that was me when I was on Broadway. Artistic, yet composed.
The glasses are somehow behind.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know, those were all pictures that were of memory lane. It was memory lane for me, except for the one with the guy with the fucking truckers.
Did you drink too much that night?
No, I didn't drink enough. Apparently, let somebody have pictures. But that's Minister Alger. He gets under your skin. He's trying to crush my mind.
Trying to take you down or something.
He's trying to take me down.
I don't know.
Down to Chinatown.
Chinatown. Take you down to Chinatown.
Chinatown. Oh boy! So what did you guys think of that? Have you guys saw the last episode where he taunted me and then urinated and?
It must be the only one I haven't seen.
Oh man,
It was
urinated
just
on one of my favorite movies, True Romance.
Oh,
Put him in
man.
the toilet, and it was a classic too. It was VHS. And it was. I mean, those things are hard to come
Gold.
by.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
like
would
gold.
pay good money for that.
Yeah, I would too. Not now though; it's got piss on it. Half price.
Half
Piss-
price.
Bloody piece.
Yeah, bloody discharge is horrible. Yeah, so that was Minister Alger.
Winning lottery numbers coming up, but first the news.
All right, so now it's time for the news. So first up, I've got two big news articles that I decided to share with you, lovely people, today. The first comes from California. This is pretty great. Nearly 900 students were wrongly told that they got into UCLA recently. UCLA is apologizing for mistakenly telling 900 high school seniors that they were admitted to the highly competitive school when they were actually still on the waiting list. The Los Angeles Times reports that the school sent an email about financial and awards to the students' homes this week by accident. When the school found out about the mistake, it sent messages out on Monday telling the 900 students that they were still on the waiting list, but sorry, our bad. So this to me made me laugh really hard because you've been waiting. UCLA, that's where you're gonna get your
Oh
big
yeah, for
break,
sure.
You know. Oh my God, they sent me an email.
How can a big place like UCLA make this mistake? You
Right.
know?
Well, yeah.
And then it's just okay to apologize for it. Yeah, I'm just going to send you an apology.
Yeah, they didn't go, oh man, our bad, we're going to let you in now. They're like, hey, back to the waiting list, shitbird.
You might not even get a chance here.
Odds are you got to start getting into community colleges ASAP. But that made me laugh. In a big institution like that, making that mistake. And just the thought of some kid sitting on his parents' couch going, oh shit, I made it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Back to the gas station.
Reality. It's a reality check, my friend.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think if I got a letter like that, I wouldn't even try to get it more. You know, they made a mistake. It was embarrassing, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to school there. You know, and I wouldn't even want to get a chance. You know.
So JC would turn his nose up at it. He'd be like, "You've made a mistake, sir.
Dang you, UCLA.
UCLA, you could go right to hell."
Right.
I'm going to my second choice, Harvard.
Yeah, I went to a small community college, so
See,
It's-
that's what I'm
you
saying.
know.
Teachers care. Small classrooms.
Right. Yeah.
I like that. That's what I would definitely. Fuck UCLA. Fuck Harvard. Any college in Cambridge. Fuck Cambridge and their colleges. I'm saying literally, fuck that. If you can go to a community college, do it because there are people there with the smaller classes with the same skill set. Probably better because they have to actually fucking do work at a small school. So I would go to the small school. But next up, I've got another little gem for you from, this comes from outside of, okay, so this is outside of Pennsylvania, alright? So the headline for this made me laugh right out loud when I read it. Man on the lam outruns police, but keeps up with the Facebook statuses. Travis Nicholson doesn't hide that he's running from the police. Sometimes he even pops up on Facebook to provide updates about where he might crash for the night. As one poster says to him, "Cops are all over you." On his Facebook page on Wednesday, Nicholson gently replied, "Got away, thanks, bro." Got away, thanks, bro. He's eluded them twice, in fact. The police scoured all over the county looking for him, but Facebook is where he is. Including statements such as, "In a relationship, now single." During last week's police chase, the fugitive, Officer John Nutter, which is just a funny name in itself, had a short foot pursuit with Nicholson before losing him in the woods. Nicholson, described as 5'7", with long brown hair that wears either a braid or a ponytail, sometimes has a mustache, but usually a full beard, got on Facebook to let everyone know that he was doing okay. Escaped, hiding in the woods. Nicholson's relatives told the Associated Press that it's hilarious that he updates his Facebook status, and it's even more funny that the police can't find him. Nicholson's aunt told reporters, "That's our boy Travis. Every single time he gets out of jail, he doesn't check in with us, he checks in with Facebook."
Oh, man.
If he's smart, he's hidden away, tucked away safe in the woods until late at night when he can get out and get back out on the run. That's what his aunt said. Also, concluding her statement, "Run, Travis, run, baby, I love you." An attorney for Nicholson has no comment, but says that Travis comes from a rough background. He's got a good heart. We just hope he comes in safe. This story has been compared to the so-called Barefoot Bandit story out of Washington State a few years ago about a man who barefoot would steal airplanes and take them for a ride. Oh boy, I'll tell you, yeah, that's some good stuff. I love it. I fucking love it. I think all criminals should do that. As soon as they rob a bank or a gas station, get in their car and tweet it. God, that motherfucker pissed his pants. Got the cash and go.
in like riddle form, too.
Yeah, riddle form would be terrific. What has 2 legs and an arm full of cash? This guy. Oh, criminals. You keep being criminals. Alright? Committing your crimes. I love you. Seriously. If you're not committing a crime, this weekend, maybe do it next weekend. But I love the weird... Just Google weird news. If you guys are bored, like sometimes after a long masturbation session, I get up and I put my pants back on and I get on the internet and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do something constructive. I'm going to get on the weird news. And I take the belt off of my neck and I check out some weird news. Oh boy!
What band member? What was it? In Excess? Did he kill himself doing that right there?
Was it?
That exact way. He died from
called
choking himself.
Kill Bill. Autoerotic asphyxiation. It's not for everyone. I suggest having a spotter, or do what I do, and I already dial 911 on my phone. Then I start choking the shit out of myself, and I think right before I start to collapse, I hit it. And then once I get off, I end the call, or I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was wrong number." But anyways, do whatever you want to. Really, I'm just saying. For me, little choke session. I'm just kidding. But anyways, seriously, I don't masturbate. I want to go to heaven. I don't know about you guys. You can't get into heaven by getting spilling your seed on the ground. So at least that's what the tea party told me. So I usually don't spill it on the ground. I spill it on the sleeve of my favorite jacket.
It's your favorite.
Yeah, this is my favorite jacket for a reason. It's stiff like it's been to the dry cleaners.
Is that the one?
But it hasn't. No, this one's
That's
got.
why it looks so slick.
This one's got too much move. But anyways, on a serious note, we have JC here with some with a little news update for us. Some breaking news. He has the exclusive on it, so go right ahead, sir.
No, I think that everybody now we're all a little pinched for money. Gas prices outrageous. I mean, so you got to find other ways to save you some money. I saved some money in my hand soap method by buying this and this, and we spend probably about I want to say $1 or less a year with the method that we use here. This thing right here is going to last us about 3 years or so,
Right.
longer. So
So you're saying refills are the way to go on items like that?
Yes, you get this, and we'll splice a clip in later that we have to show how this works and how to do it and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Basically, you just take this little bit and add it into here, and then fill it up, shake it. There you go.
Got it.
I mean, fractions of use versus getting a whole
$1.99 for
Yeah.
one of these things
right.
every time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good tip. That's good to know.
Yep.
In these hard times, we've got a lot of seriously. I mean, stuff out there, man. I mean, I have a pretty okay job, but I mean, that's a very good tip. I mean, you spend $1.99 every. I don't know about you have a family and stuff too. But
Right. Yeah.
I have a bathroom that I spend probably at least every 2 months $1.99
Of the
because I just throw the old one away, or I'm like, the soap's getting too
Well, yeah.
stale
After
at the end.
I mean,
stuff
like after
that.
this might get to where it doesn't work or gets kind of nastier per se.
Yeah.
You just clean it up or get a new one.
Get a new one. But that's good to know, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. And you can also make soap out of human remains. I don't know how to do it. Google it. I don't know. I'm not a soap maker, but if you really want to go old school, you can do that. This just in. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got sponsors now, so that's awesome. Here's the commercial. So, we're back looking forward here to having a little panel discussion with the crew about some things that I hate, since it is hating stuff to Ray McGuff. Hating is what we'll be participating in.
Oh,
Say it with me. Hating is participating. Hating is participating.
I got
The nighttime is the right time. No? Alright. Well, here's my first thing, fellas, alright? On the vodcast, you guys were talking about The Walking Dead. Whenever you guys talk about stuff on the vodcast, I've noticed when it's specific, you never remember the names of the actors. You just know the title, kind of what it's about, that's it. So, I mean,
if
first
you
off,
really want to sit down, when you're having a natural conversation, Randy, you don't have all that information.
I do in my fucking brain
Well,
cells.
I guess
I think that you practiced this a little bit before you
You're
came.
a little bit
I think you
better
practiced
than us,
a little
aren't
bit
you?
before you came
He
around.
had all these in his pocket anyway.
I always carry the Deadwood series collection
in my car.
Be honest, Randy. You sat at home and did this to yourself.
Yes, I know
I
you
did
did.
not.
I know.
I did not practice. I never practice. I'm a fucking professional.
Improv. Okay.
I don't need to practice.
Okay.
Well, let's get on with it. You
All
hate,
right.
you hate Deadwood. You hate
Jesus.
Deadwood.
No, I love Deadwood. I love Deadwood. What I hate HBO. We're getting ahead of yourselves. There's an order, Franklin. There's an order. All right. First off, The Walking Dead. What I hate right now is not The Walking Dead, the series of comic books created by Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore. It's the fact that AMC has taken it and bastardized it. They made it probably the least interesting zombie story I've seen in a long time. And what's fucked up about that is that if you get these series of books, these trades, there's 15 of them that are out right now. 16 is dropping in a month from now. Okay? So there's 15 of these. Probably the best written zombie story I've ever seen in my entire life. But apparently good writing and amazing storytelling doesn't translate to television sometimes. Even when you've got somebody as creatively talented as Frank Darabont doing the first season, half of the second he got fired. Frank Darabont directed The Mist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he directed Shawshank Redemption. What else? There's another one, The Green Mile. I mean, he's a pretty solid director, all right?
Right.
He translates source material well. All three of those were Stephen King novels, and they all came out to be terrific movies. The only thing I can think of is that Frank Darabont recently got fired off of this whole thing because he didn't want to make a piece of shit TV show, and AMC took it and was like, we're going to make a piece of shit TV show and all the stupid people are going to watch it. And then we're going to sell 6 episodes, that's right, 6 episode DVDs for $39 a piece. So what I'm saying is, fuck AMC, fuck the television show The Walking Dead. The only reason you should watch that is to support a guy named Norman Reedus, whose acting career is finally blowing up after being in some movies, and now he's in this TV show. He's the crossbow-wielding badass in the Walking Dead TV show. He's the only reason you should be watching it. Maybe the Asian actor Glenn as well, who's hopefully he's going to blow up because he's pretty great. He plays the character Glenn. But if you're going to do anything at all with your money, don't fucking buy these stupid DVDs that are coming out. Go and spend for $200. You can buy all 15 of these. You're getting a lot of stuff. You're getting some amazing quality, black and white. I mean, just look at the quality on that. It's fucking shit. It's fucking
Get
stuff.
that one. That
Yeah,
one
let
picture
me
we
see.
were looking.
Hold on one second here.
It's right there in the beginning. So
Yeah, just bear with me 1 second. Here it is. Look at the artwork on this.
Oh, boy.
You see
Let's
it?
get it up here on this camera over
Yeah,
here.
get it over there. Look at the artwork.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting amazing storytelling. You're getting amazing artwork, and that's the thing. Is like
the
JC,
value is, I think, is a lot better.
yeah, brought up a great point. For your money, you're getting something that's going to last, and it's a story that's, like I'm saying, is if you're watching the TV show and you're not reading these, you're fucking missing out. You're not getting half the story. And I agree with Josh Palmer, the guy that plays the main character, Lincoln, can go fuck himself. So that's that. Walking Dead. Walking Dead comic series, good. Walking Dead TV show, fuck it. Alright? Up next, my next diatribe of hatred. Well, unless you guys want to talk about that at all.
Oh, no, I don't watch the show, so
Okay.
I do not watch it either.
And I am very against the show from the beginning because it brings zombies into the mainstream of entertainment, and it's like there could be somebody who thinks they know a lot about fucking zombies and they'll explain the whole thing to you, but it's all based on The Walking Dead instead of any other film that's ever been created by the masters of horror in the past.
Well, my hope is that these plebs or hoopleheads, if you will go and seek out other zombie-related material because they like The Walking Dead. Like, maybe, I remember the first time I ever saw Night of the Living Dead, I was a little kid and I was watching the late-night TV show that they had on USA, and it was like Joe Bob Briggs or somebody,
Right, yeah.
and they were like, we're going to play the original Night of the Living Dead uncut, and I'd never seen it, and it blew my mind, and it made me seek out other stuff.
Right.
So if some little kid, his little, you know, he's sitting there and his dad's fucking moron or his mom's moron, and they're like, "Hey, the Walking Dead AMC show's on," and they sit down together and watch it. My hopes is that this kid's like, "Man, this is horrible, but I like the idea. I'm going to go seek out other stuff."
Right.
And you know, so
You ever witnessed like a zombie walk or anything like that?
I
You
haven't
know, like the live, you know,
I've
people
wanted to.
play out zombies and just go down the streets and
Yeah.
you know, out in public, like loads and loads of people do this.
And I want to get on record. I will volunteer. I will do it for free. I'll be a zombie in your zombie movie. You're making a zombie movie. I will be a fucking zombie in it.
Maybe we'll just make a zombie movie.
We should make a zombie movie.
You could be like the guy that starts the infection.
I've got a couple of really good ideas on that would be really easy to do. All we would need is a few people willing to give up a Saturday afternoon. And I mean, I know that you've got some ideas too. That sounds awesome. So look for our new zombie. It's going to be a weekly show, and it's going to be way better than the fucking Walking Dead. Unless you're talking about
I actually think that it probably will be better than The Walking Dead.
Unless you're talking about the book, and the book is, like I said, the best zombie story I've ever seen. All right.
We need to get some guns for that day too.
Yeah,
We gotta have guns.
Get some guns. Get your disaster packs ready. It's going to be awesome.
We're gonna have our own Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? No. No, Frank, you're not going to shoot me in the chest and murder me.
That would make it a
on
cult
film.
classic.
Yeah, it would. It would, but you're not going to reap the benefits, sir.
Your sponsors might.
I wasn't.
Yeah, the sponsor might drop us something like that.
Right. Yep.
But anyways, we're never going to get sponsored by AMC now, so fuck it. That's, AMC is not one of our sponsors.
So what about HBO though?
HBO. Here's my problem with HBO. They put out quality fucking programming. The series Deadwood, a few years back, came out. I can't even describe to you. It's a Western that's not your typical Western. And the acting in it is above any fucking movie you've seen in a long time. This is like one of the best television shows ever, alright? And this guy right here is who makes it. His name's Ian McShane. He plays a character named Al Swearingen.
What?
Al Swearingen.
Swearingen?
He runs
Are
the
you
gym
swearing?
saloon. He runs the prostitutes. He's like the very first mob boss of this town.
Nice.
And he's fucking phenomenal. But here's my problem. This is the complete series. The director and writer, David Milch, or Milch, however you pronounce it, M-I-L-C-H, but I've always pronounced it Milk. But he wrote and directed 3 seasons. He envisioned this being 5 to 7 seasons. Got to the 3rd season, this one right here, and HBO just cut it. No reason. They already had the sets built. The actors were, negotiated for a pay raise in season 2, so they're already paying their actors. They just cut shows. This is not the first time HBO has done this.
Oh, no.
They've done it with
Arliss.
Nobody fucking watched Arliss. All right, but no, I mean, recently they've done it with John from Cincinnati, which was also written by this guy. A show called Carnival, which was fucking phenomenal. It was a great show. It was one I'm going to buy eventually. They only gave it 2 seasons, but they just end it for no reason. It's like HBO starts to have to spend more money on something and they cancel it. So, which brings me to my hate. I hate that HBO does this, and I'm also in fear for a show that's terrific called Game of Thrones, which you can post a little thing, a little flash Game of Thrones if you would.
That's gonna catch you.
Really? I want it, Frank. I want it. Game of Thrones pop up. That's where it goes, right there. Don't shake your head. But anyway, Game of Thrones just it's in the middle of its 2nd season. It's getting renewed for its 3rd season, and now fucking HBO is going to have to pony up money because season 3, I've read the books that they're based on. Season 3's got a lot of battles set in a medieval world, and it's going to, I guess HBO, it's going to have to it's going to be a lot of money. I mean, they got to up their game.
Right.
So,
well, I'm gonna put a Game of Thrones right here.
right here.
Yeah. This is a good point for me. Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll get creative, though. Be creative.
Here, I'll put it here.
Here. But anyways, so I take it that you fellas don't really watch TV, or
I don't have
a
cable.
TV.
you have a TV?
I do
I
have
have
one.
TV.
What
we watch movies.
What
We watch-
programs are you enjoying?
Yeah, what do you enjoy?
we watch movies.
What's the last one you watched?
Yeah.
Well, we were watching the Clone Wars earlier today.
Oh, right.
The DVD TV.
What like
Now,
what's
so, but you know, we were talking about that earlier. You know, with the boys and stuff. You know, they bring back Darth Maul from the suspicious dead. You know,
what?
Yeah,
That's what he
You're
says.
kidding.
yeah.
They bring him back?
Well, upon looking this up and stuff, like a toy, like an action figure, had came out a few years back. You know, to come back to look for Obi-Wan Kenobi and seek revenge. So
Oh,
this
wow.
has been pre-thought, but yeah, I think it's getting a little stretchy. You know, at this point, I think the Clone Wars and the 4 seasons that they've done it, they probably could have wrapped it up by now.
Right, I would think so.
I mean, now granted, it's still, I like it, you know,
Yeah.
for an animation, you know, it's pretty, it's
I watched the
fairly
first
good.
season of it. The
Yeah.
artwork is amazing. But I didn't continue to watch it because of that very point. Is that I thought that
Yeah, it's
it was going to be over quick because I'm like, well, I'm not going to get invested in something that's just going to be a couple of seasons and done. Now it's
Right.
heading into 4
Fifth.
or 5th.
The 5th season, yeah.
That's crazy.
I've waited here for you ever long. Tonight I throw myself into and out of the red, out of her head she sang.
Tom, we were having a discussion. Tom didn't get to talk.
He was hypnotized.
He was
Sorry, the tea bag is just
Like,
too much.
what are you watching? We know that JC had been watching the Clone Wars, but like on a say Sunday night when you're just unwinding, what television show tickles your fancy?
Well, recently we've been DVRing and watching Jeopardy. Old school there. Jeopardy, or I'm
Alex
into
Trebek.
like anything that makes me laugh, like Tosh.0 or something.
Tosh.0 is pretty funny.
Yeah.
They used to have some good shows on G4 like Web Soup, but it's the same thing as Tosh.0, basically just web clips and
So you watch The Big Bang Theory
occasionally.
occasionally?
It's a pretty funny show.
I mean, you DVR Jeopardy. My next question was that maybe The Big Bang Theory would be up your alley.
well, yes and
Community's
no.
like
I just
the best
never watch it.
sitcom.
Yeah.
I don't not like the show, but
It's funny.
I just don't tune in.
And Community is also another great one.
Community. I've not seen Community.
That's great. Yeah, it's
I cannot get enough of that show. We just started watching season 3.
This season's kind of been lackluster though. Like
I don't know.
the pillow fort thing was funny, but it's been done before. So, but I liked it.
Well,
Chevy Chase is never not funny though. Anytime he pops up,
he's good.
I
I like Joel McHale too. I mean, he's funny everywhere.
He
All
is.
the sleep and all that.
So, anyways, so you don't really watch much television. That like you're watching more Jeopardy, which is
What I watch bores people typically.
Well, I like Jeopardy. I mean,
Like, you ever watched the Carl Sagan series, The Cosmos?
Through the Cosmos?
Pretty boring for most
What
people.
about Through the
but-
Wormhole?
Through the Stephen Hawking thing?
No,
or-
Through the Wormhole is done. You should check it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I've-
narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Right. I haven't seen it though.
It's really awesome. You guys should check that out.
I may have watched an episode of it, but
And he's just talking about different things like time travel and stars and the galaxy. Not stars, not Morgan Freeman stars. Like, no, he's not sitting there going, I worked with Tom Cruise. He was. He's more
When
about.
I did Kiss the Girl.
Yeah. What's that chick's name?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Kiss the Girls. I forgot. I forgot.
All I
forget.
know is Morgan Freeman's in it.
He is in it. He's Detective Alex Cross.
Yeah.
well, if I may, what do you watch on like a regular
On
Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon? Well, I mean, not till nighttime when these
Straight
shows.
just porn all the
Yeah.
Pour all night long.
Like, I usually visit Pornhub for about 3 to 4 hours, and then after I've cleared my mind, I hop on the interwebs and see what's what. I've watched.
I get most of my entertainment from the web too.
I watch, like right now I'm watching Game of Thrones on Sunday night, Mad Men on Sunday night. Eastbound and Down, which Frank would love.
Oh, I've seen the whole first season and started. So
Yeah, this is the third and final season of Eastbound and Down. It's funny because he's got a kid, and he says things like, "Why are you cursing me?" to this kid, and feeds him chocolate milk in a bottle because he doesn't know what kids eat. It's fantastic. He actually buys him a present. He hands it to him. The kid's name's Toby. And he's like, "Toby, if I give you this gift, will you lift the curse on my career?" Yeah, that's great. It's Eastbound and Down. I mean, I love comedies. Thursday nights for me, I watch comedies on.
So you watch like anything on like a YouTube clip, or do you ever
I
spend
get
any
on
time and get some YouTube clippage in?
Yeah,
there's we were mentioned earlier about like these rap battles that go on.
Epic rap battles.
Epic rap battles.
And they can do like they did. The first one that was really good was Chuck Norris versus Abe Lincoln in a rap battle.
Oh, really?
And they've done about, I think there's like 15 now. I just got on, and checked it out and got some extra ones. And there was like Mr. Rogers versus Mr. T and stuff. They're pretty funny.
Have you ever seen an actual rap battle, like an impromptu one?
I have.
I've seen that.
We should have one right now.
No, this was I was.
The joke's on you, Batman.
I wouldn't want to do that because it would be lyrically demanding and you would not be standing.
Hey, I wasn't calling you out. I guess I kind of was. I was bluffing.
All right. Just know.
I was standing outside in Lima, and there was this like white Lincoln that pulled up, and then this other car pulled up facing it, and then one of them popped their trunk, and there was music going, and it lasted like 5 minutes, real quick, and then they were out of there. Like, they settled it, and then they were out.
They settled it.
Yeah.
What did the victor get?
Yeah.
The other car?
Got to live.
Maybe.
One guy was laying there.
He's like, all right, I'm not gonna kill you now.
If you don't sort things out with your words, you go to firearms. That's the next logical step.
If you can't handle it,
That's how Eminem's still alive. He still hasn't lost that rap battle yet, huh?
No, not yet. He's just rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually, the last time I seen him, he was on the Tom Green. Tom Green has a channel.
Oh, really?
And Fred Durst was on there as a character. Evidently, he's just lost his mind, and he's just working with Tom Green.
Doing
This random ass character that has really thick Coke bottle glasses.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was pretty funny. If you haven't watched the Tom Green channel, just flip it on there sometime. There's
Tom Green's making stuff again?
Yeah, he's on the web, yeah.
He like hangs out. He hangs out in his basement. And he'll have like Norm Macdonald come over.
I'll have to watch
They
these.
just kind of hang out, and then they have people on Skype. They'll have like a screen, and people will just be like staring at their computer screen, just making or talking with them.
Nice.
It's a cool idea, but it's $5 a month if you can pony up.
I could do that.
Right.
I might have to do it just to support it because I like the sound of it. I always liked it.
He goes live.
Yeah.
He goes live randomly. So you
Yeah.
never know.
Oh yeah.
Here's a funny Tom Green story, if you guys don't mind. I went to I've been out to California a couple of times in my life. And the first time I went was in 1999 when he was doing his revamped show.
Right.
Tom Green, we got free tickets when we were out there.
That's cool.
So-
Like his Tonight Show.
It was like his Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell me you went there when the guy from Jackal was on.
No, the guy that I saw on the Tom Green show played a vampire on the spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, that Angel show.
Angel, yeah, it was that guy. It was there.
David
The guy-
Boreanaz.
Yeah, I don't know, David Horrible, whatever. Awful. He was a boring ass guest. But the greatest part about watching the Tom Green show behind the scenes is you guys know Tom Green had cancer, right?
Yeah,
Testicular cancer.
In between the show, they film a show where they'll film for a while, then they pause for commercial break, and then they come back. They actually do pause for commercial break in the studio and gives time to everybody to set up, right? Well, during the pauses, Tom Green reaches under the table like so and pulls out a big pack of cigarettes, pops one out, lights it up, gets a few hits in, throws it in a coffee mug, moves the whole shit back under. He does it like 3 times. So during the 3rd time, somebody yells out, "Tom, you had cancer! What are you doing?" He's like, "Fuck you, this is my show. I'll fucking smoke if I want to. I beat cancer. And it was in the audience, and to this day, I don't know if it was literally set up that way, like Andy Kaufman-esque.
Right.
Because he's kind of that guy.
He's kind of like that.
Or if it really was some lady and he was like fucking berating her. Like it was some fan that flew all the way from Minnesota to see his fucking show.
I don't know. I could see him doing that because he got really pissed off at that guy from Jackal because he came in to promote some sort of new chainsaw guitar he had. Because that's their thing, to not actually play a guitar, but to play a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Whatever. The guy came in and carved in Tom's desk. And this is Tom like trying to make it as a late night talk show host.
Right.
And he wants people to kind of take him seriously.
Yeah.
Carves in Tom's desk. Tom, he writes his name in there. And Tom Green flew off the handle. He was like, "Are you gonna fucking pay for that? I just got this desk. This is my desk. I finally get a show when you come in here and carve my name in it. You can see the video on YouTube.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then,
Worth watching.
Then he has to introduce this guy, Jesse, whatever his name is, from Jackal. And he's introducing him, and he's like, here's Jesse, whatever, from Jackal, and his dumbass guitar.
Yeah, he was a dick. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Though I saw a bunch of shows out there. I saw the Drew Carey show, and what else? The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, who fuck Jay Leno. By the way, fuck you. And
I'm
your
a Conan
fucking
guy.
stupid shit.
Yeah.
Jay Leno. Conan O'Brien all the way.
Definitely Conan
Team Coco,
O'Brien.
motherfucker.
Do you watch it now, though?
No, I don't watch it. I don't support it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Did you see the? I saw the footage about his character in DC Comics.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he has
Team-
like an oven mitt on.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, "Can you give me an oven mitt? It's got to be steaming."
Yeah.
The steaming oven mitt.
Did you, do you watch Conan now that's on TBS?
Oh, yeah, I do. I try to catch it as much as possible. I support
I
Conan
DVR that too.
on
actually.
TBS. And
It's nice to see you back.
it's funny that I feel bad for George Lopez because that dude has been trying to make it in
He's
so
not
many
good,
things.
though.
He's not good. George, if you're out there, if you ever run across this, don't think that I'm dogging on you. I'm not. You're not funny, though. You're not a very funny guy. You seem nice. You probably are very amicable, and you'll probably be a great next-door neighbor, but on TV now. So.
I want to see like a feud between George Lopez and what's that other guy?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon?
No, the guy that rips George Lopez off all the time.
Oh, the guy from Comedy Central that had the...
Mencia.
Yeah, Carlos Mencia.
Okay.
I want to see them go like
That would be
I
fun.
want to see
battle?
them rap battle. Comedy battle.
It would be more like, because they both do the same thing where they talk about Latino life.
Right.
And then they it's like anything, they riff on it. And so it would be the exact same jokes.
Well, did you
be
ever
like, your mom's so poor, no, your mom's so poor. And then they would just
Did
keep
you
going
ever
forever.
follow that Joe Rogan Carlos Mencia feud?
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
YouTube that. That's some funny shit.
Just follow the whole line
Yeah.
because there's videos where Joe Rogan's standing in the back of the Carlos Mencia show yelling at him, saying, "You suck! You stole that from George Lopez!" The whole time.
There's also video of Louis C.K. Talking shit about what's the guy's name? The Vicious Circle guy, Dane Cook.
Oh well, yeah.
And, right. Well, which is funny, but if
Louis
you watch
C.K. is hilarious.
Louis C.K.'s newest season that has
This
is
Kool-Aid
on
Man
DVD,
skit's pretty funny.
is on DVD now, which it is. It's really funny, but they actually bring Dane Cook on and Louis C.K. and him finally have that confrontation, and it's on film.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious because he tells Dane Cook straight up like, "You stole my shit," and Dane Cook's like, "No, I didn't," and has this long ass story, and at the end, Louis is like, "You kind of stole my fucking shit. Come on, just admit it."
Louis C.K. is
it's
one of
great.
the best.
Yeah.
He's right up there with Doug Stanhope and
Oh yeah,
David Cross, and Patton Oswalt.
Pat Oswalt. He gets funnier too.
You know, his audiobook is I don't read like you. I'm not a book learner. I'm learning to I'll listen to his audiobook. And he's got one
Just
called,
those are pretty pictures. I don't know what the storyline says.
Frank saw my outing as trying to do a stand-up comedy act. My very first time.
I did.
Really?
Yeah, I did it. I did it 3 times overall in Columbus.
I would have had it on tape.
The funny bone.
I would have had it on tape
No,
if
I'm sorry.
my battery didn't die or something.
Yeah. It wasn't
Right.
the Funny Bone. The very first time was a place called. It's right across from Scully's. It's like some chick's name. I can't remember it, but It was an open mic night, and it was 4 comedians. So I get there. A friend of mine told me about it. Scott Reisner, shout out to Scott Reisner. He gave me heads up on it, and he's like, "Dude, you should come and put your name in. You put your name down, and you get 5 minutes." Well, there were like 36 comedians there when I got there. So I put my name in, and they drew them at random. I was 18th.
Were you like getting nervous by like 15? You're like, maybe they won't call me.
I was 18th, and I was nervous to begin with. You know, I'm pretty good at getting up in front of people. I don't have a huge problem, but I still get nervous like any normal person. But so I'm like doing shots and taking it. I drank a couple Paps, and by the time I get up there, I'm fucking drunk. I mean, I'm walking up to the stage, they're announcing me, and I'm like, let's fucking do this. And sweating. And
you had a problem with the mic.
The greatest thing, I'm right in the middle of this joke. My jokes were stories, because that's what I'm good at. So I thought, I'm just going to try to tell 3 stories and do exactly what we're doing on this show with that. Generate a laugh. And I got some laughs. Right. There are people laughing. But what happened was right in the middle of I'm talking into the mic, the fucking cord drops right out. So there's no sound.
Did you
and
know?
I'm still talking, and I'm like, still doing the joke, and I grabbed the thing, and I put it back in, and I kept going with the joke. Because there was no time to go back and go, oh, the fucking cord went out. So I had to just go into the punchline.
I'll keep rolling.
But overall, I mean, what'd you think, Frank? Overall, you can be blunt and honest. You know,
you were good. I mean, you needed to work on some stuff, but I think everybody does when they first start.
It was my first time ever.
As far as standing in front of someone and comfortably telling jokes, whether they worked as well as you thought they were or not,
right?
You did great. I think that, you know, just I don't know if you're going to continue doing it.
Well, I'd like to do it again sometime. I'm polishing some stuff up. I work a lot. Like, it's hard for me to fit shit in my schedule, and I'm not saying that I'm important or anything. It's just like my job I chose to do. I usually have to work 6 days to make enough money to get my goal at the end of the month. So it's hard to fit things in, but I'd like to do it again. I've talked to Scott about it actually too. He hasn't done it in a while unless he's done it recently, and I haven't. But he wanted to do it again too, and it's fun. It's an experience because you hear some great shit too. Like,
there was some good
we stuck around. You know, there were 17 people ahead of me, and there were some funny, fantastic people. But then there were some people that were like crickets, man. Like, you're sitting there and you feel so bad for them that you're like laughing to just try to help.
You get the booze and stuff.
No, nobody booed. It was
no booing.
Silence. I would have rather had booze,
right?
Because you can
get something. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're that guy, you can go, "Hey, fuck you." You know, and they're like, "You got a stupid shirt." You can twist it if you're
right.
Rude. But if it's
you're
just getting silence, you're just like.
As far as based on the whole night, I mean, of everyone we've seen, you weren't the best.
No.
You know, but there's people that's probably been up there like every day.
Every week.
Every week.
They do it every week.
They do that.
Right.
And
yeah.
Like the one guy that we were talking to out front, he was really he was doing his act to us outside.
Yeah.
Like, and he wasn't good.
No. I remember he was horrible.
He was trying to relate a joke to everything he talked about. I had a Super Mario Brothers shirt on, and he just so happened to say something. He had a joke, and it was bad. It was terrible, and I gave him a pity laugh, and then went inside. And
but that's what those guys do. Is I see them with notebooks in there. I had like cue cards that I had written out, and I had practiced my routine for days in the mirror, like we were joking about earlier. So I really don't prepare much when I come here because I want it to feel like organic, you know. But for that, I wanted to prepare, and I knew where I could change. Like if I had written a joke one way, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it this other completely opposite way. If it doesn't work, I can change it next time, and all that kind of stuff. So. And I did it. The second time was at an open mic night that wasn't comedy based, so I was the only comedian there and killed. People fucking loved it. Then the third time I did it, I did the same thing. I got too drunk because I was last, and I was just horrible. And I know that I was horrible, but because I had stopped my material halfway through and just was yelling things at the audience.
That sounds like a good show to me.
I'm like. Sitting there and I go, you know what? Jokes are shit. You know what? There's no God. What do you guys do? I just go right into it like that. Like I just started berating them because I was like, you know, nobody's laughing, so I'm just going to insult these people.
Get something out of them.
Yeah.
Welcome to Right Now. from the graveyard.